What's up with all them aldehydes?
Let Decaz tell you.
Yo, it's D, cause I'm about to get serious. I'm gonna spit facts crazy fast like it was fierce. Talking about aldehydes which oxidize from alcohol, just like acetaldehyde which derives from ethanol. Aldehydes make up a double bond superorganic compounds that have a carbonyl functional group. The IUPAC name system makes it easy to name this, just gotta add the suffix to the name weird Yankovic. That's enough setup, let's get right to it. You're gonna love these hydes till you're monoproti-curious. We'll start with my boy, who comes from methanol, an aldehyde hopefully well known by all. I'm cutting open cats to take a look at their insides. Gotta keep it fresh, give a spray of formaldehyde. I like to keep it clean, if you know what I'm saying. So I use formaldehyde to keep the cats from decaying. When compared to others, this hide's pretty dank, but get a good whiff and you'll see that it stank. Formaldehyde also appears in nature with 90% of the world's amount in the atmosphere. What's coming up next gets kinda hectic. Formaldehyde actually is intergalactic. Formaldehyde be the base for many a resins, and if you blow enough and making PETN. But it don't stop there, don't be facetious, it reacts with resins to make adhesives. It also disinfects and acts as a biocide. But now let's talk about my man acetaldehyde. As a known carcinogen by land, air, and sea, you best be sure that does damage to me. That's not all you see, that's the thing. You can make acetaldehyde by hydrating acetylene. Acetylene condenses with ammonia and cyanide to make the amino acid alanine. Back to the top, you don't gotta trip, the ethanol oxidizes to acetic acid. When it comes to aldehydes, these two aren't all. Next we got the one that oxidizes from propanol. Making propionaldehyde don't take much preparation. You can make it by means of hydroformylation. This hyde on its own ain't that big a thing, but it's used as a precursor to trimethylolefane. It's in the only place this hyde stays. You can find it all up in the center of the Milky Way. Now it's time for this hyde to pass the ball. We gotta give some time to the one known as butanol. Butyraldehyde's a flammable liquid, colorless and with a smell that is acrid. Butyraldehyde's pickier than it seems, as it only forms in reaction with propylene. The reaction used cobalt carbonyl, but that was dumb, so now scientists use the catalyst rhodium. Butyraldehyde is fairly tepid. If left in the air, it becomes butyric acid. Now it's time to conclude aldehydes. It's time to get vague and generalize. All aldehydes have double bond ties, and many aldehydes are used in paints and dyes. At room temp, most are liquids without color, not to mention an offensive odor. While gross aldehydes can be pretty great, they're how we get most of our carbohydrates. Most aldehydes are kinda fantastic, mainly used in paints, dyes, resins, and plastic. Others are insane and crazy pedantic, going so far as intergalactic. Aldehydes formed by oxidizing alcohols. These include ethanol, propanol, and methanol. Further oxidize to make an acid, and that ends the rap that beats all other classes. Decaz out.
And that's aldehydes, bro.